Hi, hello, and how are you doing, chat? I don't know what just happened with the music there. I got shorted a chicken nugget by McDonald's today, so yeah, my Happy Meal was short of happy. Anyway, I'm back, and we're playing the prequel now. Yay! I know nothing about this game, so I'm just going to hope that it goes well. Literally all I've done in this game so far is go into the settings and mess with the way it looks and like the I turned off the music too. Because, you know, reasons. So let's play the game. I'm scared. Is that Rachel Amber? Oh no. This game is going to be painful. I'm scared, chat. Okay. I have the extra chapter for this game too, so I have the 3 chapters that are the main storyline and then the 1 extra DLC one. So I guess we'll just see how long 1 chapter is. If they're as long as the ones in the other game, then I will probably be spreading them out the same way with 1 chapter per stream. If they're shorter, we'll see. I don't know. It's a school night. I've been forbidden from streaming past 11:30. So no more than 3.5 hours. Who's that? I don't know who that is. Who are you? That is a train. You should not be standing right there. Why are you standing there? Please move. Go somewhere else. Please get off the train tracks. I beg. Please. This is quite the scene to be starting on. This person is crazy! Why? Why would you do that? Chloe! Your hair isn't blue. This feels wrong. Also, why would you do that? Come on.
Fuck yes.
Oh no. Okay.
Mom would kill me if she knew I was out there.
I mean, probably for a good reason, given what you just did. Come on, Chloe. Oh, that's weird. That is very weird. It has key commands now.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling this game's going to have a lot more profanity in it just because Chloe's the narrator and not Max. Oh dear.
If I'm gonna get inside, I'll have to get through that door.
Huh, okay. Yep.
That saw looks ancient. I wonder how long ago the mill actually closed.
Mill saws scare me. Have you ever seen, like, the old Scooby-Doo comics? Where at least once in every episode that involved a mill, someone would get tied up and nearly cut to bits with one of those? Yeah, I can't not picture that every time I see a mill saw.
Her shit if she knew I hiked for an hour just to see a show.
You hiked for an hour?
This place
Hiked?
is sketchy as hell. An old abandoned building in the middle of nowhere, miles from home.
I don't want to hear any more about your bad decision making. Okay. Oh no, I have to make your decisions now. Oh, this is not going to go well.
This RV's just begging for a little street art. But if I do it here, someone will see me.
Isn't that Frank's RV? May I do it on the other side? I can just draw on things now, apparently. This is great. It's like the camera thing, but illegal.
Now, what to draw?
That one, 'cause it's funny. If this action has consequences, I am going to be so incredibly upset.
Definitely, absolutely not a meth lab.
Yep. I mean, it could be a true statement. It could not. Everything's marked with little skulls. Good for you, Chloe. Look, it's baby Max. Aw. Okay. Oh, she actually runs. Good for you. Max just kind of trotted everywhere.
Guess fire safety isn't exactly high on the agenda here.
I mean, probably not. Are we going to arson?
Some say the world will end in fire.
Oh, I already did this.
Boop. Those guys need to get a room.
You sound like me looking at you and Max in the last game.
Damn.
Never mind. Okay. Bike.
Nothing says badass like a nice floral print.
I like it. I like the floral print.
I'd join a motorcycle gang if I had any friends.
I think motorcycles are very cool, but on the other hand, motorcycles scare me a lot.
Collected a lot of junk over the years. A second door inside. So close, and yet so far.
Why can't I just go in this store again?
This
No
bench
music.
is so hard. I gotta get in there.
I do appreciate this actually being able to run thing. This is nice. Ooh, train car.
An old lumber car. Guess it's been years since anyone's actually worked here.
I want to go back there. Mr. Bouncer Man.
I've got to figure out how to get past this guy.
Consider talking.
Help you, miss?
You gotta let me in. Check it. I'm totally legit.
Ah, yes. He'll definitely believe you when you start your sentence by going, I'm totally legit. Uh-huh.
Do
Right.
yourself a favor and scram.
Chloe, come on. That
Can't
wasn't
let him push me
even...
around. Should I go back and stand up to him? Or can something around here help me convince him?
Dog kennel. I know I already looked at this, but I forgot what the dialogue was.
Over the years.
So I think the only thing that's going to be relevant is the floral print on the bike, right? Okay. Speak.
God, again? What do you want, kid?
I like his tattoos. The mill.
This is the old mill, right? I heard Firewalk is playing here tonight. They're awesome.
Nope.
Nope, he says, like a liar.
Probably just go.
Your bike.
Is that your bike over there?
Yup.
Don't kick it, please.
It's, pretty cool.
Gee, thanks. Is that all?
No. Ugh, fine. Oh dear.
I have to convince this door snap that I'm not giving up until he lets me inside. Don't you remember what it's like to be a teenager? I just want to see the band.
I thought we went over this. Isn't it past your bedtime?
Unfortunately, no. What?
Isn't it past yours?
Real cute. But I still don't.
I'm so confused.
Look at my face. Do I look cute?
I don't understand this. I'm not good at arguing.
Okay, kid. I get it. Tough.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I am a kid. Because this place looks like a damn playground to me.
girl like you, I can't protect you with that.
A girl like you with pretty
Oh,
powers.
come on. This is not necessary. Why did we... Why? Chloe. Chloe.
Look, my boss decides who gets it.
Is your boss your mom? Follow up. Do you live in your boss's basement?
You're not accepting no for an answer.
Nope.
I guess I
I
won.
really think you can take me.
Yay.
What if I had a knife?
So, I have to say, I did not like the bit where she decided that the best thing to argue about was to call him a girl for having flowers on his bike.
I'll give up.
I like the flowers. Leave them alone.
Go on.
The flowers are cool. Birdie. The little loading thing is different than it was in the other game. Oh dear. It's happening again. I turned down my frames per second to 30 in hopes that it would make the game run smoother. We shall see if that works.
Shit.
Come.
Doggy! What's your problem with the doggy? Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to do the thing again. There. Lots of graffiti in this place.
Just follow the
Okay.
lights and the sound. Can't wait to get in there and thrash.
I can pet the dog! Yes!
What's her name?
Deal
Pet, pet, pet. Yes! This is the best. I love this. Aww.
like people.
Yeah. Me neither.
Angsty Chloe. Hello.
Sober up, girl. You're missing the show.
I know, she looks like she's having fun.
Damon Merrick again? Who is this guy?
This is clearly not where this
No
is
shit.
from.
This car could slide down any minute.
Please tell me we're not going to...
This place is odd. Okay, good. Right, well, that would help.
Let me just...
Looks like that parking brake is the only thing keeping that car from rolling down the ramp.
Uh-huh. Can...
Looks like that parking brake is the only thing keeping that car from rolling down the ramp.
Do I have to do something to interact with that properly?
Exactly as I've explained it to you.
Take. I can't just yoink it? Aww.
That's robbery. And don't call me baby.
Fine. $20, thief.
That guy's a dick.
Fair enough.
If I want a shirt, I'm going to need to get creative.
Creative, you say?
Look, we have to
Creative
exactly as I've explained.
like this?
Sorry, dude. Maybe you shouldn't overcharge.
I mean, honestly, that's not a terrible price.
No. Come on.
Oh. Now I can yoink a shirt.
Dick.
Mine now.
Oh, yeah. Sweet, sweet victory.
Where did you just put that? Did you just stuff that down your pants or something? I'm
That's
confused.
Like $200.
Yoink. What do you think, chat? Should I be a good citizen or not? I mean, I did already yoink the shirt. I don't know. I kind of want to take it, but I have a feeling that'd bite me later. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it.
Not worth it. These guys might burn me at the stake.
Okay, boop.
Nothing sadder than a neglected bong.
Tragic. Can I take the knife?
Sweet knife. Just like the one my mom refused
Darn.
to get me for my birthday.
Skeevy guys.
Sketch Central.
Saw blade? Yes! This is my new favorite interaction, okay? I enjoy it far too much. Boop. Failing often.
What are you looking at?
Artsy. Okay, what are we doing now?
300 dock workers laid off, their pensions canceled? God, Prescott's a real tool.
And this shocks who?
Sweet dreams, hombre.
He had a fun night. I'm not gonna mess with that yet. Can I talk to you?
How can you just chill when Firewalk is tearing it up in the next room?
Presumably did not come here for the music. Oh, just no one stopped me from doing that. Okay, and okay.
Drink more, feel less. Yes, please.
Okay.
Reminds me of the way I make important life choices.
I would not recommend that, honestly.
No thanks. I try to avoid hepatitis when I can.
Good for you, Chloe. That's the best decision I've heard you make all night. Speak.
Yo, Frank.
Hey.
Chloe?
I know your name, you idiot. You bought pot for me every month for a year.
Oh, okay.
Look at that get up. Studs. You're trying too hard.
Call
What
out.
are you even doing here?
I'm here to see Firewalk, man. They rock.
How'd you even hear about this little shindig?
I want to know that too, man. I don't know.
Seriously? Fucking kids.
Let's not
So,
do
you come
the
here
other
a lot,
one.
Or...
Yeah.
Awkward. Okay.
Right. It's cool.
I'm really glad you approve.
Yeah. Off we go.
Later.
Let's go. See ya.
Whatever.
Yeah, let's... I don't want to push through them. That's rude. Can I go up here? Look.
Half those stairs are rotted through. Looks dicey.
I mean, probably is. I would not put my faith in those stairs. But I really don't want to push
There are a lot of people
through.
here.
Keep putting my arm on my cord.
Here we go.
I dislike this. Whoop, yep, there I go.
Fuck.
See, I had a feeling this would happen. Or something like that. Oh, these are the skeevy guys from before that are just very suspicious.
Me, remember?
Apologize.
My bad, dude.
You don't know who I am, do you?
No.
Don't care either.
Do you have... Why? Why are you like this? Come on.
Bitch.
Alright. Mosh
Do
pit
we
is
have to make enemies everywhere we go? Come on. I just want to have a peaceful day. Please. Oh, I don't trust this one bit. How are none of these breaking under me?
Fuck, yes! Finally made it. I can't believe it.
At least she's having fun. This is really awkward without the music. Yeah. Boop. Escape the awkward. Oh, and here's the skeevy guys.
You spilled my beer, bitch.
You should be more careful. It's a rough place.
I don't like your attitude.
His voice is really grating.
Hey, I'm sorry about the beer, okay?
Not good enough.
You're a jerk. I don't want to
You're
insult
not done.
him. This is such a bad idea.
How about I show you how unimpressed
The game
I
is
am
pushing
with
me
weird
into being a jerk.
assholes
I
who
don't
get
like it.
butthurt over a spilled beer.
I think she's calling us out, dude.
She's gonna regret every word. Every
I'm
word.
already regretting every word, rest assured, man.
I'm gonna teach this little punk some
I'm
manners.
serious. You want to see me get angry here? Because I'm getting there. And it won't be pretty. It won't.
I'm just gonna fall down.
You?
Whoop. Yep, there I go. I'm going to die.
Dickhead.
Is that Rachel? Oh no. Oh no. Whoop. Down he goes. I would typically go with the no violence policy, but I also don't particularly want to get stabbed with a broken bottle. You know how it is.
Hurry up.
I have a feeling they're going to try and murder me at some point in the future again.
Let me go, Frank.
Not gonna happen. Calm down. Come on, man.
Oh, we get to see Frank being a semi-good guy. Yay!
Bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Whether or not that's Rachel, she's cool. And she led me to the front of the crowd. Good. How come she could do it, but I couldn't? Am I just really not cool? I mean, I know I'm not very cool, but, you know. Did I just scream? Chloe! Oh dear. This game is going to be, like, at least 70% my decisions biting me. Oh, this is my room pre all of my own graffiti. It's so weird that the walls aren't covered in writing. I have a lot of CDs. Like, a lot of CDs. Oh, I've been watching this show from like 2007, and it's so weird to see flip phones used commonly because I think the last time I was very young when everyone was using flip phones. I never had one. So it's like really odd to see things where that's all people have. I'm just not used to it at all. I feel like this may be another instance in which there should be music. This whole game is just about Chloe's kind of bad decisions, isn't it? I feel like I'm really low in the camera, but last time I thought that I messed with it and made it worse. Episode 1, Awake. Okay. Oh, I can get up now. Yay. Why is my Save the Whales poster covered up? You can be punk and still want to save the
All I
whales.
want to do is shut my eyes and tell the world to go to hell.
I feel like you do that anyway.
Hey, Dad. Another day in paradise. Right?
Aww. Boop. Ah, wrong button. There we go.
Daily rituals are important, even when they involve writing unread letters to friends.
Do.
Last night, seeing Firewalk live. The skeevy assholes. That girl. Was that
Please
really Rachel Amber?
I sincerely hope so, because if that's Rachel Amber, she's awesome. Get dressed. Ooh. I can actually change my clothes? What? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I think I do like this one best. Okay, let's go. Oh, I like that I can change my clothes. That's so cool.
I really should get going.
Are you hungover?
I bet long Mac Silver traded her hat for beard and booty long ago. I used to love skateboarding. It's the only mode of transportation that doubles as a middle finger to authority.
You don't still? I mean, that seems like something you'd be really into,
She was
Chloe.
wrong, and it was awesome. As awesome as some of those shows with Elliot were, they were nothing compared to 5 Walk Classic.
Who's Elliot? Am I supposed to know Elliot? Was that someone that was in the other game?
Max made me this mix CD years ago. And because it was Max, not a single song was pirated.
A disc called Pirate Power with it without any pirated music on it.
Fun fact.
Dang.
Shark babies eat their siblings in the moon. Maybe that's why I'm an only child.
Fun.
Used to dream of riding a unicorn as a kid, but then all the unicorns died.
That's grim. I'm not tearing it down. I refuse. It's too cute.
Immortals in the light of the glowy bear.
I like the glowy bear. It's great.
Dad was so proud of me for winning that stupid science fair.
What's wrong with the science fair? Nah, I'm gonna leave it on.
I'd like to think my humor has improved with age.
I have a feeling I know what her improvement is going to
Better
be.
living through chemistry.
Ha ha.
I'm perfectly capable of waking up without you, you know. Eventually.
Don't believe you.
That really was Rachel Amber. And she saved my life. How was last night even real?
I don't know how she can recognize any of them, honestly.
Ask Miss Arcadia. You're the only source of info I trust in this town.
Huh.
Wait, what? Who? What photo?
Oh
I have
dear.
feelings about this. Most of them are not good feelings.
Okay. I am pretty sure I'm pretty sure Chloe's name is not Deborah Borgin. Okay. That's everything in here, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Leave.
Shit. Where's my phone?
I did not get everything.
How drunk was I last night?
Phone
Better try calling
gone.
my phone.
This is not great.
Mom's.
Less than ideal.
Okay. Mom's phone is
Snooping,
probably
snooping,
I can use it to call
snooping,
mine and figure out
snooping.
where the hell I left it.
Boop.
Mom's hiding her gray hair to impress her boyfriend. Maybe gray hair's his kryptonite. Maybe I should dye my hair gray.
They're not even married yet and she already hates his guts.
Towel of Captain Bluebeard, scourge of Arcadia Bay.
I do find all of the stepdad jokes that Chloe makes entirely too amusing.
Whoever said you can't go home again was probably from Arcadia Bay. And he could go home again. He just didn't want to.
Fair enough. Anything else? Anything else? Anything at all that is not thing that I'm supposed to be doing?
Sometimes you have to get knocked down low.
This action will have consequences.
Than you ever were.
I'm just looking at a book. What?
Don't give up on
I'm
yourself.
just looking at a
single spark
book.
can start a fire that burns the entire prairie.
Why will this have consequences? I don't understand. Okay.
It's weird that Mom's always hoarding these old catalogs. It's not like we have any money.
Nah. I mean, no harm in looking. Phone. Not touching it yet.
Mom's finally making her bed again? I guess that's a good sign.
What does that imply? What do you... knowledge is power, dark, dangerous power.
Mom! Glad enough that David comes here for dinner.
I did look at what was in that drawer and I'm very glad that I didn't based on her reaction.
Mom's old engagement ring. Supposed to be mine, if I'm ever stupid enough to get married. Grade B? Fuck you, Arcadia Pond. Wait, Mom's selling her engagement ring?
Can't believe I used to sneak in there for her makeup.
I'm pretty sure that's just a thing that everyone does.
How can Mom look at this every day and not see what a tool she's dating?
I mean, he did a little bit redeem himself at the very end of the last game. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of David. He's not a fan. Just gonna go downstairs now? No, calling our phone. Right. I may have forgotten why we came in here. But I remembered now, so not terrible.
Sounds like my phone is definitely nearby.
lot. I'm gonna be in trouble. Yep, there it is. Who the heck is Elliot? Okay. I was in fact not home by curfew and oh, yep, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, okay. I think I saw Mom's purse at the room.
Take the purse. Mine now. When did I put that? When did I put that back on the table? This is like how Nathan was calling and texting me at the end of the last game, even though I stole his phone. Like, what? How? I just have to hope there will not be any moving of the moon in this game. Because if there is moving of the moon in this game, I will be,
Finally, you can put my purse on the dining table. That time for breakfast. Dining table, here I come.
These flowers are very sad. They need to be watered. Look.
Dad took these photos. Now that David's staying over so much, I wonder how long it'll take Mom to shove them in a drawer somewhere.
Trash.
Mom doesn't want me to know, but it's pretty clear her boy toy, David, hasn't worked in like a year.
Any letter from Blackwell is never good.
Is Mom having trouble with payments again? My scholarship doesn't cover everything. Like I need another reason for Principal Wells to get on my case.
Photo.
Aren't you glad you left for Seattle, Max? I never went to that.
Family pic used to hang here. Wow. I can't actually remember which one.
Oh, Chad.
Dad always talked about upgrading to a flat screen. Too bad that never happened. I would have gotten this bad boy in my room.
We're already supporting one. Thanks.
From when Max and I spilled Mom's wine. I think the only reason Mom hasn't recarpeted is so
Why are all of your plants so sad? They desperately need water. Can you please just water them?
It's my job to water these plants, but it was Dad's job to remind me. So, nobody's fault, really.
Chloe? I disagree. You are wrong. This is your fault.
Pretty heavy.
Come on. What's the button again?
We're already supporting.
Oh, it's a
Thanks.
pin-on button. I keep looking at it expecting it to be like keys or remote or something.
Mom in art class when I was like 5. She was never a smoker, but it's cool. I was never an artist.
Those aren't Mom's keys. And these would be David's keys. There's probably a better place for them than the ashtray I made Mom.
Oh,
Like his home, maybe?
am I going to... Okay, I'm not going to be yoinking them and then hiding them somewhere. Honestly, that is what I was expecting. But, shake. Very violent shake.
The little dude's like, what the hell just happened?
There was a massive earthquake! Ah!
Shoot. I was hoping David could get a job on a container ship. To Japan.
I do enjoy the jabs at David.
Dad's old swear jar. He spent the last of his curses on bus fare and milk.
Ooh, I have one of those.
How can bacon smell so good, but I'd still rather stuff these sugar bombs in my mouth?
I don't know. Personally, I don't eat
Mom hates
cereal
Pop-Tarts.
that often. Mainly because I get annoyed by how quickly it gets soggy.
It's not that I'm ungrateful. It's just that when your mom works in a diner, you're not always in the mood for diner-type food.
I mean, that's fair.
We'll put my purse on the table.
Oh, I can't actually talk to you yet. Okay. Purse.
Chloe, I don't have
Thunk.
to get over here already.
You should see.
Oh, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, Joyce is gonna be mad at me. This is gonna be
You
great.
wanted to talk?
Do you have to be so rude? Come
What's
on.
no big deal. I walked into a door.
Definitely not a bottle. That was definitely not swung at my face by a drunk, skeevy man. No. Door.
I need you to answer.
You can just say text. You don't have to say message.
And I need you to answer without the snark.
Yeah, please do, Chloe.
Sorry. I hear you. I'll be better about replying.
Yeah, communication.
Is that what you wanted to talk about?
What is it with you and David? Always cutting to the chase. Why can't we just have some pleasant conversation before school?
'Cause small talk is a curse.
I thought you hated pot roast.
You can have a no thank you for me.
No, you hate pot roast. I don't care.
I don't hate it. And David likes it. And don't say you don't care.
So that's what we're doing now? Whatever your boyfriend likes?
Why is everything so mean with you? Come on. Can't we just be polite for half a second, please?
Are you selling your engagement ring?
Chloe, jewelry gets appraised for all sorts of reasons. Like for insurance.
Nice dodge.
How about this? You don't go in my bedroom when I'm not there.
How about you don't ask me to get your damn purse then?
Stop being so mean.
You do realize I hate your boyfriend with every fiber of my being, right?
Chloe,
Come on.
He calls me girly. He's a dickhole.
you can be old-fashioned.
Yeah, an old-fashioned dickhole.
Okay.
Ah, right. School. My favorite.
You used to love
Woohoo.
to learn.
Yeah. I used to think drugs were lame too.
Ha
I
ha.
wish you wouldn't joke like that. Let's not fight. I made you breakfast.
Yeah, let's
I'll
stop fighting,
grab something
Chloe.
later.
Can we please just be nice
Oh,
now?
you'll enjoy this.
Please.
The other day I made 4 eggs, 2 for David, 2 for me. And just before I served them, he says, "What are you gonna eat?"
I'll enjoy that, huh?
Tired, huh? That'll teach you to break up with you.
Ha ha.
I know what time you came home last night. And don't think you can get out of school just because you missed the bus again.
Why would you assume that?
Who do you think your principal calls when you skip? Do you think I enjoy lying for you, saying you're sick just so you don't get expelled?
Joyce is a good mom.
Between your grades and your disregard for my rules, I see you slipping. I'm worried.
But Mom, the whole point of lowering expectations is so you won't be disappointed in me. Ever again.
You're happy doing what you're doing, fine. Keep at it. Just let me know so I can stop fighting with Blackwell to keep you on scholarship. Money's tight enough as it is.
Honestly, I don't particularly like either of these options, but let's not just. Ow! Why is she so rude? Fine.
Maybe I just need to be left alone.
Maybe you're 16 and don't know what you need. David thinks you need discipline.
David should mind his own business.
David's idea of discipline is severely
He's
flawed
a good man.
at best.
Maybe he can help.
Should I go for nostalgia or just general rude? Let's go for this one.
Dad was a good man.
No, come on, why? Why? Why do you have to... Why?
Father still has
Must you be like this?
but sometimes we need to make more room in our hearts for new people.
And sometimes,
But I
when
don't
we're
want
incredibly
to.
desperate and lonely, we choose the absolute wrong kind of people to let into our hearts. Mom.
That wasn't targeted at all.
David's had some hard times too, you know. If he's kind enough to share his experience, I expect you to listen.
Like I'd let him
Yeah,
get within
I'm
15
just gonna,
feet of me.
you know, nudge. Okay.
When he takes you to school today,
Ugh. Ew.
you will be nice, you will be respectful, and you will say thank you.
Are you
But I don't
serious?
want to. He's mean.
This is such...
What, Chloe? Such what?
Mom's trying, I guess. Maybe I should too.
Yes. Yes, you
But what's the
should.
point in getting along with
Please.
people pretending everything's
Please
fine
stop
when
being
it's not?
rude. Be understanding.
I know you're dealing with a lot.
Thank you. I understand you don't need me as much anymore. But I need you.
I do still need you. You're my mom.
I'm proud of you for being so self-sufficient. The whole world's not out to get you.
Tell that to the world.
You're impossible. But I love you.
I mean, right now, I'm inclined to say Joyce is right, but by the time the other game
You
happens,
don't need to bring
I don't know, she was dying like every other day. I feel like that may be a
Unless he tries to give me
sign.
advice, or
Maybe.
looks at me funny,
Chloe.
or looks at me at all.
Chloe.
Mom,
Have a good day.
you too.
Wholesome!
Keys is about the most humiliating thing Mom could ask me to do.
I genuinely do not think that, but okay, Chloe. Whatever you say. Take keys. What, is he gonna give you cooties?
No point in putting off the inevitable torture of driving to school with David. We'd better get going.
I want a soundboard. Window. Who's Steph?
I actually have to let this jack-off drive me to school. This is my life now. Kill me.
Don't tempt the universe. It really will try. Who's Steph? Okay. Let's go. That was a little bit weird. Grumpy teenager steps. Grr, I have to give him his keys. Oh, this is the most humiliating thing ever. Oh no.
Why do you women always take forever to get ready?
Oh, you can shut your freaking mouth. Chloe was right. You're a jerk. I don't like you.
No, Mom. I swear he beat himself to death with a tire iron. Repeatedly.
What even was that hand motion? That looked like something you would use to
No.
signal a dog.
No wonder your mother's worried about you.
Insubordination. I
was
hate this
I
man.
got me my share of scraps.
Never mind, he's not gotten his character development. He just sucks.
You owe it to your
Straight
mother
up.
to be better.
There is no redeeming.
Tell me again what I owe my mother, dirtbag.
No redeeming qualities in him yet.
Slater's probably correct.
None.
You know what a spark plug does?
Yes?
It ignites
Did you not
part-
hear me? I said I know what it does.
Then go Go grab my socket wrench set from the garage. You can get me on.
What's a socket wrench? Anyway, I just got mansplained. That was
All the
fun.
time.
Okay,
Better just get the socket wrench and get the
muscle
job.
car. Cutscene. Okay.
What's David doing, leaving stuff in our garage anyway? Does he think he's moving in or something?
Oh, you don't even know the half of it, Chloe. Photo?
This was the photo Mom took down from the living room. Guess we don't have room for it and David's mustache.
It is a pretty big mustache.
Uh-oh. Mom's been cleaning again.
Camera.
Dad's old camera. Do they
Oh,
even
that's the
photo
one
these
she gave
anymore?
Max. Lawn
Big
mower.
lawnmower. Maybe Mom and I like our lawn the way it is. Ever think of that?
Stereo.
Yeah. The stereo used to be in Dad's workshop. I should hook it up in my room before garbage day gets it first. Should fill this with gasoline just in case David's car ever catches on fire. Do these have chapters on hotwiring your mom's boyfriend's car so you can drive it off a cliff? Asking for a friend.
I really do enjoy this banter. I think it's very funny. Please tell me I don't have to figure out what the wrench is. Because I have no idea what a socket wrench is.
60-40. Maybe 90-10.
Is she just going to end up committing a murder before the end of this game?
Dad's toolbox. He used to get so excited whenever anything sprung a leak or
Oh,
If it's in
yes!
my garage,
This is great.
it's my special treat.
Ha ha ha.
What message does David really need to hear?
Ooh, hard decisions. Haha. So how am I doing on getting all of the graffiti? Oh, I probably could have only done that if I ripped down the poster, which I refuse to do. I love the poster. It's my favorite thing in her entire room. Okay. Let's go. Give the jerk his thingamo. What's it? Can I draw on the car?
tiniest penis in all of Arcadia Bay.
Dang it. Gosh darn it, Chloe. Language. Socket wrench.
A little more hustle, we might kill.
Conk. 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 I'm going to be late to school just because this guy's working on his car.
The works there? That's a sign. of
Carbon
hard work.
deposits? No shit.
You know, you could actually be good at this if you lost the attitude.
My attitude is what makes me special, David.
David. Yeah, David. We gonna go yet, or are we just standing here? You know, just twiddling our thumbs. Let's not be jerks.
Fine. Whatever.
Occasionally wholesome.
Hey, you're taking those tools with you, right?
Every house needs a good toolbox.
We have one, jerkhead.
You've already got one. But thanks.
We gonna go yet? I guess Chloe wouldn't be able to drive because
Please
she's
don't.
16.
Please don't want to talk
I
with me.
want to talk to you about something.
Ugh.
Don't have
Oh, that's a mood.
But
Okay.
I will respect you. You've enjoyed enough of a vacation from having a father figure. So there's some things I want to be real clear about.
On one hand, I hate him. On the other hand, I want to be at least semi-friendly with as many people as I can possibly be semi-friendly with, because I know Chloe's going to make me an absolute metric ton of enemies. Ugh, fine. If I have to listen to him talk, I am going to be so upset.
Joyce, your mother, she's hurting, Chloe. Hurting for you. You've had it rough, no doubt about it. But all this staying out late, ignoring her command, drinking, drug use, it's making everything harder for her. You need to shape up, get your act together, and put someone else first for a damn change. Am I making myself clear?
Can we just go yet?
Crazy if part of what David's saying makes sense to me.
Boop.
Got it. Thanks. We should really get going.
Yep. Let's go.
Glad we understand each other.
Let's go. I don't want to hear you talk anymore because you're a jerk. Oh, just a loading screen. No driving montage for us. Okay. Did I fall asleep? Or am I in an alternate universe? I fell asleep.
Music?
Oh, nope. Alternate universe. That is William. Okay. Oh, great. Okay.
I just called to tell you that I miss you.
Oh, she's singing. Cute.
What a beautiful day.
Socket wrench. Look.
I guess Mom left her purse back here. I know what a spark plug does, jerkwad. If Mom were here, she'd tell him to turn that junk off. Dad, turn it up.
So apparently we haven't realized that something is very wrong here, given that William is, you know, a little bit not alive. Oh, well, I just died. That's fun. Yeah, that's not great. Oh dear. The bird is very slow. I feel like it'd fall if it was flapping its wings this slowly while flying. It would just be like clunk.
Hey,
The hell?
out of the car, Chloe. We're gonna be late.
Rude? I fell asleep. You could at least wake me up nicely. Come on, man.
Shit. Thanks.
Don't use that sarcastic tone with me, young lady. I can see you rolling your eyes.
Hello? I was actually saying
I see everything.
He's just a jerk. I was trying to be polite. Come on. I didn't even roll my eyes. He's just mean.
Hello,
Okay.
Black Cow.
Cutscene. You're very slow. Is it the end of the school year? Or at the beginning of the school year? I'm not sure. Play? They're really relying rather heavily on the fact that it doesn't rain. Because if it rains, that entire set is just going to be ruined.
Hey, Chloe.
Oh,
Who are you?
hey, Elliot.
Elliot. I don't trust you.
Do you need to go to the nurse or something?
What?
I feel like you're going to stab me in the back.
You should see the other guy.
Guess it's true then. I heard you had a hell of a night. I mean, people are talking about it.
People can eat a dick. Even social media haters can't ruin how awesome last night was.
So, how about the Tempest? At Blackwell Theater at its most pretentious.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the
Totally.
Tempest?
I know it's gonna be lame, but I was thinking,
No!
do you
No!
get together tomorrow?
Are we dating? This is the worst thing to happen in this entire game so far. No, I'm not going with you. That sounds awful. I
My
refuse.
eyes gouged out with rusted forks.
Yeah, right. Me too, I guess.
Suck it, Elliot. You suck.
Yeah, for sure.
Blech. I don't trust him one bit. He looks like he'll betray me.
Pick up my DVD. I've still got time before
Found
class.
it. Meh. Who the heck is Steph? Who's Steph? Victoria.
Oh, Carrie Price.
Carrie Price.
Oh, right. I'm just teasing. People have been taking me so seriously since I won the Beacon's Young Artist Award for my photography.
You don't say.
That is the worst way she could have possibly phrased that.
People from putting me up on a pedestal or whatever. But you know all about that. What, with Rachel Amber? Am I right?
Wait. What about Rachel Amber?
Rachel posted a slamming selfie of you two having the time of your lives. Do tell.
Let's not confess to a
Tell me,
crime.
Victoria. It's a photo. Big deal.
But it's on Facebook. I mean, that basically means.
But it's on Facebook! Oh my gosh, that means it can't possibly be at all misleading or incorrect in any way. That's like putting it down in the history books, which are also always factually correct and not at all biased.
Seriously.
How could you possibly say that this is not true?
Oh, everybody loves her. Little Miss Perfect.
So you're jealous of Rachel Amber. That's what's happening right now. Gotcha.
Oh, God,
She wasn't
I don't have time for this.
exactly
I didn't even finish
subtle.
the chemistry assignment, and you're being you. Oh,
Let's not sabotage people.
why would Rachel Amber ever hang out with Carrie Price?
Carrie Price.
Chloe.
What the heck is that walk? What's she doing? What? I'm confused. Do. Human? Skip. Who are you?
Hey,
Not
Skip.
met you before.
Stopped any gang wars lately?
Not today. Looks like you did, though.
Huh?
Everyone is just pointing out the bruise.
Whatever.
Everyone.
I did ask Justin Williams' mom to move the Mercedes out of handicap parking.
Badass.
Yeah, you know how I roll.
Let's talk
I've gotta get to
later.
class. Let's talk later, Skip.
Sure, Chloe.
Who? Oh, you're the science teacher. Hi.
Morning, Miss Grant.
Chloe, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
She does not sound like she
What do you
believes
think
me.
of this hypothesis, that you'll be in your seat by the time chemistry class begins today?
Eh.
I I wouldn't miss it for all the manganese in the world, Miss Grant.
Your sincerity's overwhelming. With all the change that's happening at Blackwell of late, I suppose I can appreciate your consistent wit, Chloe.
What kind of change do you mean?
Well, the Prescotts have made an extremely generous donation to the school.
Oh,
which is
dear.
good. But instead of going to support more science and mathematics, it's all being dedicated to the arts.
Don't think more money
It's a miracle! Oh, that never happens ever. I'm so jealous. I am so jealous.
Support, but apparently
What do you mean they get all the support? Well, no, all the support goes to athletics, but nothing goes to the arts. Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, okay.
Look at it this way, Miss Grant. More art classes will keep all the smug, self-absorbed...
That is not what I expected this to be.
articulate as always.
Do not walk on the stage, you say. Ha!
Need my DVD from Steph. I
Great.
bet she's nerding it up with... I should probably...
Nope. Up we get. No more sadness. Come on. No!
Principal Wells. Hey.
Chloe Price. Is that a black eye?
It's very not black, honestly.
Yep.
It's barely darker than the rest of my
Provides
skin.
confidential counseling services for all our students. We are a safe space for any issue.
I'm good. It's the other guy who needed a safe space.
Come on, can we not confess to crimes to anyone that'll listen? Come on!
Miss Price, the sign clearly says do not walk on the stage. Such disregard for your fellow students' efforts won't alleviate your record of major infractions.
But I didn't do it. Swear, I say, after he literally watched me hop off the stage. Uh-huh.
How many minor infractions and a major one?
This is no joke, Miss Price.
Who's joking? You've seen my math grades.
Perhaps you will find me less amusing if I mention the various allegations I've been hearing about your drug use. You know Blackwell has a zero
Ooh,
tolerance.
that's not great.
Do I
Who
have
snitched?
to initiate a search of your person in order to establish the veracity of these allegations, Miss Price? That's what I thought. I'll look forward to seeing you in my office after.
Oh, I'm very screwed. I'm going to get expelled. This is gonna be great. Yeah, let's not start a fight.
All right, sir. I'll see you after school.
I'll count the minutes.
I'm sure you will, sir. Do, 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 do. So he's just walking away. Let me just...
Still not supposed to be up here. Still don't really care.
Haha. Ooh. Aw, I can't just walk behind the thing. Dang it. Okay. Ah! Thought I was stuck for a second there. Do 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 do. Down we go. Human. Oh, I actually hit him that time. Skip. Studying person. Oh, you're the suspicious guy.
Post up somewhere quiet in the courtyard.
I mean, probably. I just don't care. I'm looking at things.
Hey, Chloe.
Hey, Samantha.
Oh, she seems nice.
Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf?
You sound scared of me.
Mrs. Hoyta's English class.
Is she an underclassman?
Didn't think you did homework.
Normally I don't, but the play was actually good.
What did you like about it?
I have a feeling one of these is completely wrong and will expose me as someone that didn't read the play. Huh. That one.
It's funny. The title's actually a play on the song, Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf?
And that's funny?
It is if you're the wolf.
I'm not sure if you're joking.
So I chose the wrong one.
Sometimes.
I'm a little bitchy sometimes, so it's cool.
People always say that. But I think you're actually... Sorry, Chloe. No one says anything like that. I don't know what I'm actually talking about.
I bet.
She seems nice. I like her. Are you playing a guitar? No, you're just looking at a skateboard. Why? Oh, you're doing maintenance on it or something.
That eye looks sick. What's going on?
How is everyone just noticing the eye immediately? The bruise isn't even that dark.
Rachel Amber.
She's amazing. If you're into chicks that are hot, smart, hot.
So I see the theme of people only ever talking about her physical appearance continues all the way back to
I
now.
believe you.
Check. After I bombed my midterm last fall, she tutored me for the rest of the semester. And then I crushed it. C+.
Crushed it.
Last night, I scoped out this crazy party at the old mill up north. Kind of a DIY thing.
Wow, no shit. I thought that place was like Math Central. My cousin met this hooker
Maybe.
Whatever.
I did not. Oh, wait, actually, never mind. I take it back. I see what he means.
Alright. Guess I'll see you in class.
I do happen to remember some of that around. Oh, it's you! You nearly got your head chopped off by a signboard in the last game. Hello.
I'd like to talk to you about wildfire awareness and prevention.
Good morning to you too, Evan.
According to the Department of Forestry, over 90% of this season's fires were caused by humans. That's a record high and completely preventable.
Woo! Activism!
This is for college, right? I don't believe you actually care about this.
My interest in fire prevention is completely sincere. Besides, I intend to get into college on the strength of my photography alone. Do you think Rachel Amber would be willing to pose for my portfolio? She's so artistic. I bet she would be a dream model. What do you think?
I guess.
Later. Let's not say that wildfires are cool. Sure, let's do it. Activism. Yay!
Best naps of my life.
Wow, thanks. I did not see that coming. You being, interested in complicated issues, helping out with the
You're digging your own grave, man. Let me
Want me to change my mind?
sign the thing. Sign the thing, please.
How seriously am I taking this right now?
Smoke weed, D-Bear. Evanism. Okay, let's be nice.
There you go. Just don't expect this to become a habit. Blackwell Academy, home of tomorrow's leaders.
I mean...
Caring about important issues?
Caring in general.
Okay. Now you are Steph, I assume, based on the fact that you look the same as the icon. There. Yeah, so she's Steph and you are Mikey. Oop, nope, wrong thing. What updates do I have here? Has kissed girls. Has not kissed ever. You really have to expose them like that, huh?
If I had known the Celestial Avenger was bloody, I would have totally given him my potion.
It was a skill challenge. Potion wouldn't have worked.
Skill challenge?
Are you talking about D&D?
You wouldn't understand.
Looks like D&D. Probably not D&D.
I used to play with my friend Max. It's been a long time, though.
Cool.
Got my DVD?
One Blade Runner. Director's cut coming right up.
Blade Runner.
Sweet.
$5, right?
Keep it. I'm just glad someone here appreciates the classics. You even asked for the director's cut, which took out the shitty voiceover and replaced it with a sweet dream sequence.
Dream life
Cool.
over real life. That's my motto.
Right on.
Hey, do you know Rachel is a gamer?
Rachel.
Why is everyone so obsessed with Rachel? This is like Jefferson all over again. Oh wait, Jefferson's at the school. Ew! Ew, ew. Gross.
Why do you want to know?
Steph has a crush.
Chloe, you should join our game.
Yeah.
No, I want to join their game, please. It'll be gameception playing D&D in a video game. That'd be great.
What else have you got to do before class?
Let's do it. Yes. Yes.
What the hell?
Ha ha
Game
ha.
on, nerds.
Here's a character sheet. You are an elf barbarian.
That is fair enough.
Nice. I could totally see myself as an elf barbarian.
I know, I'm good.
Yep, very clever. Good job, Steph.
You are both famous heroes in the kingdom of Avernon.
Oh, I have to actually listen to the campaign. Oh no. I may have doomed us, chat. Oh dear, we'll be here for a bit. Am I gonna fall asleep? Would not be surprised. Oh no. Is this going to be important later? I really hope not.
I raise my staff to you in greeting. I am Elamon, wizard of the Third Circle, foremost advisor to King Tiberius, and sworn defender of Avalon.
Introduce your character.
Yeah, okay. I'm an elf barbarian named,
Calamastia. Ha 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 ha.
Super into it.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Hold on. Elamon narrows his eyes at the elf in front of him and says, I am here to defeat Durgarroth, the Elscar. In the name of King Tiberius, what makes you think you are worthy to fight alongside him?
I once made a man kebab. Ha ha ha. I'm very cool and also strong, clearly.
True story.
You stand at a three-way crossing. To your left, the raiders train.
Mikey's literally just like,
Prison camp. Straight ahead, an enormous, ostentatious tent that could only belong to Durgarroth, the Unscarred.
Durgarroth.
Straight ahead, right? We're supposed to kill the dude.
Dude.
Elamon frowns. The raiders could have some good loot at the training ground, and surely it is our duty to free all those prisoners.
Meh.
Your choice, newbie.
Hmm.
Where do you wish to go?
Training ground.
Loot sounds good. Let's go to the training ground.
Sweet.
Upon arriving at the training ground, you are spotted by a heavy-set orc who immediately shouts and points. There are a dozen raiders on the training field, all of whom raise their weapons.
Oh,
and
I've
charge.
screwed us.
Okay. So what do we do?
I cast Urgel's Acid Blast.
Oh, we're fighting.
Overkill?
Bam!
You conjure up a wave of acid that washes over the charging orcs. Every raider suddenly starts screaming and writhing in pain. There's a
Oh, this is graphic.
kind of
Okay.
smell as the flesh melts off their bones like warm candle wax. Holy shit.
You see why I haven't really needed a partner?
The heavy-set orc sergeant still remains. He runs at you swinging a massive warhammer.
All yours.
Dun dun dun. Oh dear. Okay, so he's wearing a bunch of armor. So trying to slash at him probably wouldn't work. I don't know what my strength stat is, but generally elves aren't very strong. So let's go with that one.
I do a pommel strike. I strike his pommel hard. What did I say?
A pommel is the end of the sword handle. Pommel strike is where you hit the guy with it.
Ah, damn it. Okay, I do that.
Wait, hold on. She didn't even know what it was. Oh, yeah, okay. She's just an idiot.
Try using your...
You delayed too long. The orc swings his warhammer at your head, barely missing.
Chloe is not good at this game. Fatal Cleave.
Let's end this. Fatal cleave.
You swing your great axe downward with both hands. The orc blinks, then splits open like a
I guess
hot
that
bun.
works. Okay.
Fuck yeah! I'm awesome at this game.
Only took 2
It's
tries.
going well.
What about the loot?
Well, as the training ground is now a roiling pit of acid,
Thanks,
it's
Mikey.
unlikely any loot survived.
Dang.
Don't worry, Alamon guy. We all make mistakes.
Elamon. No. Calamastia, the elf barbarian, is most wise and forgiving.
Yeah, I'm cool. Very wise. Very forgiving. Prison camp.
Guess it's time to free some peeps. Let's go to the prison camp.
You behold a field of standing iron cages, each imprisoning a human villager.
That's
calling out for you to
not
free
ideal.
them. Only
Don't
a
call
small
out
elderly
for me.
dragonkin is keeping watch. He notices you, and in terror, runs into one of the few empty cages and locks himself in.
Oh, so he's just an idiot.
Dragonkin.
Dragonkin are like little dragon people. They're assholes. I bet he has all the keys.
Oh, okay. Hey, shitface. Get out of there.
The dragonkin hops up and down, shaking his ring of keys at you. He shouts in a strange language. Whatever he's saying probably isn't flattering.
Got
Fair
any
enough.
Useful spells in that robe of yours?
Nothing that wouldn't blow up the cage and everything in it.
Tempt with bread? Intimidate.
Intimidate. That's a skill I have. Can I do that? I want the little bastard to shit his pants.
You can try. What do you say?
Listen up, you little lizard.
Unfortunately, he doesn't speak common, which means he
I
can't.
cast communication on the dragonkin.
Yeah!
Really?
Now he can understand every word you say.
Time to work some real magic. So this is called a skill challenge, where you try to use.
Oh, I know what this is.
I grab the bars of the cage and lean in, nice and close. He steps back, his scaly skin quivering in fear. What do you say?
We're so serious. Okay. Boop.
I wiggle my hand. Hey, Dragon King guy. Want to become my meat puppet? How it works is I shove my arm up your ass into your head, and then I can control your mouth from the inside to say things.
He doesn't seem to like that idea.
Valid.
Why?
The dragonkin pleads with you. Please don't harm me, tall one. But I cannot give you key. Durgaron, much taller and meaner than you.
Really? Could make you shorter.
I say, but you can always get shorter. Give me the key, or I'll chop off your legs and beat you to death.
I'm
with
so mean. Oh, I feel bad.
Kin cowers before you, looking left and right. He opens his jaws, and you think he's about to yell for help.
I interrupt his yell by shoving my axe into the cage. pinning it
She is really into this. Okay.
Then I say the following.
This is going to be good.
Here's what's up.
I'm going to carve the skin from your bones. Then I'm going to turn your skin into a little leather handbag that I'll shove your skinless body into so I can carry it around with me wherever I go. That way, the next time some asshat refuses to give me a key I want, I can pull your body out and show them what happens. How does that sound?
I have intimidated them. Oh dear.
I'm going to give you a +10 bonus to charisma. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah!
Urine collects under the elderly dragonkin as, hands trembling, it hands you the keys. Then it dies of fear.
What?
Awesome.
It dies of fear!
Team.
Okay.
You start unlocking the prisoners.
I'm on it.
Alright then.
The prisoners run away from you in fear. What's next?
Warlord's
It's
tent.
time. You enter the tent to find Durgaron, warlord of the Raiders of the Black Well, sitting comfortably at his throne. He's a
Is he a
huge
centaur
red-eyed
or minotaur?
Sloths
Okay,
and
I couldn't
owls
tell if it. I couldn't tell how many legs
with
it
a
had.
two-handed sword that's easily 6 feet long. His laughter bellows. Wah, ha, 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 ha.
Your evil laugh
Your
could use
lands
some
and
work.
People are already mine. Your deeds here mean nothing. Your kingdom was weak. You are weak. What an asshole.
I got this. I cast Zael's cataclysmic cone of fire.
The fire fizzles out on contact. Durgaron laughs again, holding up his right arm to show off his bracer of fire immunity.
Shit. All of my battle spells are fire-based.
That's
Except
unfortunate.
For, acid blast, which someone used unnecessarily to show off for Chloe. Calamastia?
Annihilation Strike.
Oh, holy shit! Annihilation Strike. That sounds boss as fuck.
One?
That's bad, right? Not for me. As you take your first step, you trip on a rock, collapsing onto the ground.
Just freaking trip over on a rock. Literally just horror movie moves.
Oh no. 3.
Your axe strikes Elamon's leg. Legs. Plural. Severing both feet at the ankles.
I am so sorry.
Durgaron moves toward the crippled Elmon.
Oh, shit!
I told you this was my best boss.
You didn't tell me my character might die.
Durgaron approaches, stomping his bloody hooves. Stomp. Stomp.
I really did just screw him over.
Sort of. What should I do?
Oh no. Oh. I'm so tempted. I shouldn't click dance. Oh, I really want to. I shouldn't. Boop.
I jump in front of Elamon.
Wow. Thanks, Chloe. I mean, thanks, Calamastia.
Okay. Durgaron has now turned his attention toward you. Bring it.
Yeah.
He charges, thrusting madly with his great sword. Shit!
Oh no.
Did I roll a 1
Attempt to
again?
dodge, his thrust fails. Durgaron laughs as he impales you on his blade, lifting you high into the air. Seriously?
I can't do anything with that stupid bracer. I'm sorry, Chloe.
Hey, I chopped your feet off. We're even.
You feel your strength draining away as Durgaron lifts you higher into the air. It hurts like hell.
That kind of sucks. Boop.
I take one last swing at Durface's
The
head.
Durface.
Roll high to hit. You're almost dead.
Oh no.
11. You swing, catching Durgaron on the side of his head, severing one horn, but you don't do enough damage to kill him.
What an asshole.
Aww,
He laughs,
dang it.
then rips you off his sword with a vicious jerk. You die painfully.
So
That's
mean.
unfortunate.
Sorry, Chloe. I have to escape.
Hey man, if you can, do it.
I cast Warden's Hideaway.
You sure?
It's all I've got.
You summon a spectral door, which shields you from Durgaron. Light flares out, blinding him. The door swings shut, then disappears. You are gone from sight, and cannot be opened.
I guess I'll have to come back when I'm stronger.
Yep.
That was fun.
Check out what I drew.
Mikey's got serious drawing skills.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sorry I died and left you out there to fend for yourself.
It's cool. I'll get him. Eventually.
Glad you enjoyed it, Chloe.
Yeah. I'll adventure with you anytime.
We'll see. Thanks for the game, nerds.
Yeah, bye, nerds. Haha. Let's get out of here.
DVD, check. Next stop, chemistry class. Joy.
Chemistry class is fun when you get to do labs. When you're just doing theory, though, it can be pretty boring.
What the hell?
What have you got here? Twitch? Don't call me that!
True north. If Jock's so dumb, he makes Jocks look bad. Guess Nathan Prescott made the shit list.
Oh,
That's Nathan Prescott? He looks decidedly not as much of a jerk.
I hate that you're on the team now. You're such a loser.
That one.
Want to take this elsewhere, guys?
The mute speaks?
Clearly you have not ever met Chloe if you're calling her a mute. She cannot stop talking.
Dad tried to buy off the car. At least my family pays tuition. How much financial aid does your deadbeat dad need again?
Oh, that was a low blow from both of you. Jeez.
My dad lost his job at the shipyard when your dad closed it down. And you want to talk shit to me?
Leave Nathan alone.
You know something, Prescott? I'm gonna do you a favor. You can't be a part of the team and be into this stupid crap at the same time.
Why not? Do not.
Piece of shit. I am going
Stop
to
it.
kill you.
You guys, stop. Chloe, do something. Don't just stand there watching.
The only way to
Fine.
stop a bully is to be aggressive. I've got to put him down.
Ugh.
Back off, idiot.
What the hell did you just say to me?
Okay.
Back off? As in, go away? No one's interested in your crap.
Okay.
You're seriously defending Nathan Prescott?
Congrats. You've actually
Okay.
got sorry.
Um.
Acadia Bay's most spoiled brat. That's how much of an asshole you're being right now.
You're such a crazy freak. Mind your own business.
What's crazy is that you haven't been
Okay.
like that yet. How's that possible?
You want a piece of this?
You mean you're
A1, let's go!
You're clearly into him. Just pull his hair already.
That was immature. I'm sorry.
Laugh?
I did.
But
Chloe just owned you.
Shut the fuck up, fresh meat.
You shut the fuck up.
Samantha's so cool. I love her.
Go Samantha.
She's like Kate Marsh in this game.
Prescott.
She's this game's Kate Marsh, and I love her.
Show up to save you. Take your pervy picture book.
Are you okay?
You think I need help? From you?
You're welcome.
Are you alright? Thanks for sticking up for him. People think just because of his family.
Oh, she's
Everything
sweet.
okay here?
Yep.
No problem, Skip.
He looks like he doesn't believe you. Okay, let's go. I have helped my relationship with Joyce. This is great. This makes me happy. Let's go. Whoop. Rachel, Amber!
You're here.
Oh, you look like you're going to make me skip. I bet she's gonna make me skip. Okay. I have a feeling I'm not going to get a choice in going to class. Aww. I wanted to do School Simulator.
Chiefly that I might set it in my prequel. What is your...
Miranda. Oh, my father. I have broke your hest to say so.
Good. Admired Miranda. Indeed worth what's dearest in the world. Many a lady I have eyed with best regard, and many a time have listened.
Doop. And there goes the line.
The harmony of their tongues. Hath I listened to...
Hayden, you're killing me. You've had weeks to be off book.
Sorry, Mr. Keaton.
No, don't apologize to me. Apologize to your scene partner who's been very accommodating, and to your other fellow actors, and most of all, to yourself.
Mr. Keaton, sorry to interrupt, but does this look better? I had my mom take it in a bit.
Rachel looks awesome.
Yes, she looks very cool and also very pretty.
Last night. Looking good, Rach.
Very good.
Was the cat noise really necessary?
Mr. Keaton, I'm still having trouble with... My affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see a goodlier man. I mean, does she really mean that?
Especially because I just straight out told her I've been banging all the ladies.
Yeah, that is right. We've talked about that line forever. We need a fresh perspective.
And I have now been roped into drama,
Are
literally.
Miranda's feelings of instant passion for Ferdinand just inexperience in dramatic circumstances, or has she actually just met the love of her life?
Oh, I know exactly what I'm saying here. Boop.
Miranda's an idiot because Colleen looks stupid.
That is not why it's dumb. That is just not the reason why.
Actually, she's about 15, so your point, whoever you are, about being an idiot or being naive, is well taken.
Thanks, Mr. Keaton.
Later.
See you later, guys.
Oh no. I have first period improv with a class full of freshmen now.
He sounds like he doesn't like the freshmen.
Your eye looks fabulous. Where'd you get it done?
What?
I'm just kidding. That asshole really clocked you.
It
A
was
little
big
bit.
deal.
I'll just be a minute.
Okay. So, why am I here again?
Oh,
Because you got dragged here by a pretty girl and, you know, pretty.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. What are we doing?
Okay. Get the belt. Don't say any stupid shit and don't, like, fall down. Should be doable, right? RA will suck as Prospero. If VC had any talent, maybe she would have cut me apart.
Talent. Is that what got Mr. K to cast you? Slut?
Guess they don't call it drama lab for nothing.
She's really looking behind her right now. I mean, both of those are perfectly valid responses to that, but I'm going for the slightly more relevant one.
Bitter, passed over, talentless hack. VC.
Okay, Pencil jar.
There you go.
sharing his care. I have feelings about this. Why do theater kids take themselves so seriously?
Anything that is not this.
This poster definitely says something.
Yes, it says quell, and also something at the bottom that I can't read. Props. Are we gonna give props to someone?
I guess the press
I think we should give
proclamation
props
has a
to
cover
Rachel
this.
Amber.
If I'd known acting meant getting to play with weapons, I totally would have auditioned for the temp sweet collar pepe. Should be life is drama.
True. Oh, I can go in here. Yes.
Must be 100 costumes in here. Am I the only student who's not in this show?
Potentially. Halo for Rachel. Because she's your angel. Did it really take you that long to draw a circle?
Saved my life. Get some ink.
All she did was draw a circle. Why did it take so long?
I'm gonna guess it's from Logan.
Really? I wonder why.
Rachel asked me to get her belt. I guess it's in the other room.
Oh, Rachel's back there. Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta turn up the heat.
Okay, so I know it's in this bag. I was just putting it off. Paper.
Rachel looks so happy here.
Snooping. You are not Max. Stop snooping.
Where's Rachel's belt?
Okay. Let's go give
Guess
Rachel
I'll
her
go
belt.
give this to Rachel now.
Rachel, I have your belt.
Rachel? Is this your belt?
Yes. Thank you.
Throw the belt over. Don't be creepy.
Here you go.
Ow! I didn't say attack me with it.
Sorry.
I'd rather it bonk you in the head than sneak a peek. Let's not do that. That's weird.
Chloe Price. Rachel Amber.
Last night was amazing.
Yes. I agree. Very fun.
I've never seen Firelock live. Pretty fierce show.
We'll have to do it again.
Yep.
To tell the truth, I went to bed last night wishing it never had to end. But then I thought, why? Why does it have to end?
Maybe it doesn't have to end.
You are so awkward.
How would you like to join me on a little field trip?
Let's go. Yes.
Fuck yes.
Both of those equaled yes.
I hoped you'd say that. Know about that eye? That is a hell of a battle scar.
It's literally only barely visible. I don't know how everyone is noticing it. Come on.
Yes, please. People won't shut up about it.
Who's June?
Hold still.
You're such a wimp, Chloe.
This This is a lot of makeup.
It's
That's the
really
price of
not,
valor.
you know.
Close your eyes.
Much better.
There it goes. No longer exists.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Birdie! I do kind of wonder what the significance of the Illuminati is in this game. Because it is popping up rather frequently. It's on both the loading screen and the "this action will have consequences" thing. I did expect it to just be a butterfly again, because, you know, butterfly effect. But... And we're just gonna...
What the hell am I getting into here?
I honestly thought we were going to jump on the train. Oh, we are jumping on the train. Okay. Graceful.
Where does this thing go?
North? Maybe we'll end up in Seattle.
Huh.
Pull up a chair, Price. The view's amazing.
It is pretty. Elliot! I don't like Elliot. I don't trust him. Oh, me verbally eviscerating Drew? That was fun. I enjoyed that. Gave me much joy.
Rachel wants me to pull up a chair.
Ooh, I want to put
We're
one...
not the first ones to hop on this train.
Aw,
I
darn
wonder what
it.
the symbols mean. Whoa, Nathan's dad is a Terminator? That totally checks out. I feel pretty confident there's going to be a dead body in here.
Does it smell? Crate. Move. What?
Thing's heavier than it looks.
Huh.
Guess I should sit down.
I wanna draw.
I see humans, but no humanity. Everybody is somebody, but no one wants to be themselves. Some preachy graffiti up in this train.
Mm-hmm. Ha ha ha! There it is. I knew it was coming. That one. Very edgy.
Human is another word for monster.
Okay. Her handwriting is very interesting. Oh, I missed one! Dang it. Books?
I was supposed to read Huckabee in English last year. Now I'm living it. Price 1. Wayne 0.
Yeah, I thought so. I can only look at you.
Another typical day. Skipping school. With Rachel Humber.
You know, Mikey was teasing Steph for having a thing for Rachel Amber, but really, I think we should be teasing Chloe. She is very, she gives off the vibe. I mean, really. This is almost worse than Chloe and Max. Nice weather. I love these options. Say nothing, nice weather, and seriously.
It's nice weather we're having.
This hurts.
What?
Weather?
Come on, Chloe.
Sure is.
You are so awkward. It's both hilarious and very endearing.
So, it's kind of weird that we're hanging out.
You mean because I don't hang out with anyone and I don't have any friends?
You have friends.
Well, I used to. Friend. Singular. Her name was Max, but she left for greener, more northern pastures.
That sucks.
Let's talk about you some.
I didn't mention it earlier, but you seem to have some kind of Jedi mind powers over Mr. Keaton in the theater.
You mean when we were talking about true love in the play? I guess you could say I'm good with people.
Yeah. Just
Really?
all that stuff with me.
You will get on this train.
Shit.
I bet you're wondering what we're doing.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
Well-
Tad, we are on a train to unknown destinations after skipping school. You know,
That's it.
usual Monday morning.
Good to
Okay.
fucking go. Anything beats another second in Blackwell.
You really hate it there, don't you?
Oh yes, seriously.
Right.
She gives nicknames to everything she hates, and I'm pretty sure the only thing she has more nicknames for than Blackwell is her stepdad. Oh.
Let's do something fun.
Oh, well, Arcadia Bay might be a close, competition.
V-card's been punched, Rachel. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Too far.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, something fun. I'm all ears.
2 truths and a lie.
What?
I think we should play 2 truths and a lie.
Oh, this game never
Game where
goes
each
well.
person offers up 3 facts about themselves.
You either have nothing to say or you have way too much to say, and it's always so awkward.
Right. And then the other person has to guess which is which.
Sure. Nothing can go wrong here. I feel like our legs are gonna get chopped off.
I'll start. First, I'm ambidextrous. Second, I was born in New York, the land of fashion and Broadway, to which I will one day return when my heinous exile here in Arcadia Bay comes to an end.
New York, huh? I've never been.
Not a world traveler?
Not yet, at least.
If you could travel anywhere, where would you go?
We gave up on that
Russia,
so
Greece,
quickly.
Kathmandu.
She didn't even make it through 3 things.
Kathmandu.
One day, I'm going to climb Everest.
And I thought moving away from Arcadia Bay was ambitious. What's your third thing?
My third thing?
2 truths and a lie? You say 3 things?
Right. I'm a Leo. Meow.
Okay, so ambidextrous, born in New York, and a Leo. Gotcha.
So, which is the lie?
Going to bet on Leo.
You're way too lucky to be Leo.
That is
Gotta
not
be
what
a
my reasoning would be.
Sagittarius or
Whatever.
something.
The Archer? That'd be cool. Like Artemis? But I'm afraid I was telling the truth.
Darn it.
Seriously?
Hear me roar. No, the lie was New York. I've never been there, though I want to one day. I was born in Long Beach.
New York's on the bucket list then. Sounds good.
Okay, your turn, Christ.
First fact. You're right. Something about myself. Should I start things off with a lie or with the truth? Or should I cheat? Let's see how good she really is at this game.
Let's lie. I once broke my hand punching someone.
I once broke my hand punching Stephanie Kowalski.
I have not done that. I've never been in a fight.
Bitch took my yoo-hoo. Knocked her the fuck out.
I see you like to write notes to yourself.
Helps me stay focused.
Also, sweet scar.
What? Truth.
I used to want to be a pirate when I grow up. I kinda still do.
Arr.
I love science. Seriously, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson is the shit.
Huh.
I say is a hypocrite.
You're hella mysterious, Chloe Price.
Oh, she's checking to see if I broke my hand.
Who says that? It's a Cali thing. Anyway, I think I have your number. Of course you want to be a pirate. Sail the open seas.
I'll swash.
Plunder sacred treasure. So, pirate. Obviously true.
Flirt! Yes, I will flirt relentlessly with you until you succumb. Ha 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 ha.
Considering it.
I mean, unless she, like, actually says no. But, you know, until then, relentless flirting.
But you are failing chemistry.
You're saying failing chemistry means I hate science?
Or that Blackwell doesn't inspire your best work.
Sure.
Well, sure.
It's not for everyone. I get that. Anyway,
Call that as the
school
lie.
sucks, but you love science.
Dang it.
I'm gonna say true.
I don't like that she's good at this.
Now, about this broken hand story. It's not that I don't think you could knock Stephanie Kowalski out. A bitch takes your yoo-hoo, she's gotta get got.
Damn straight.
But you didn't get that scar from
Wait, hold on. Did I miss the bit where she said she got a scar from punching someone and breaking her hand? Oh, she's such a freaking idiot. Ugh, okay. You're a physician now?
So you're a physician now?
Last summer I performed a one-woman Doctor Who homage entitled Weeping Angel.
What?
Wait, what?
The point is, I know that the scar you've got comes with breaking your nose from the fall. Like, from a skateboard?
Yeah.
I guess 6 years ago?
She's ridiculously smart.
Oh, shit. I always thought I was a good liar.
Good thing you're pretty.
Yes!
So,
Yes!
since my math is
Cat!
you
Haha!
told me 2 truths and
Oh, this brings me so much joy.
What? You expected me to cheat?
winners make their own rules, Chloe.
You are crazy good at this game.
A lifetime of studying the human condition.
I'm impressed.
Well, I'm impressed.
I bet it's hard to impress Chloe Price. I'm gonna feel good about that one.
Yeah.
When
I
your
love
dad's the
this.
district
This
attorney,
is great.
I guess lying is something you're used to.
Oh no, angst. Backstory. No, let me have my sweet fluff.
Not that I have a right.
Please.
Car first.
No.
Grossing number of movie violations second.
Hey, thanks for trusting me.
Trusting you?
You played the game. And not everyone would admit to wanting to be a pirate.
But eye patches
Why
are
not?
so
Pirates
cool.
are cool.
And rum is delicious. I guess. You opened up a lot. That's all.
It's not a big deal.
Hate to break it to you, but Chloe Price is not exactly renowned throughout Arcadia Bay as a bastion of trust and empathy.
Trust doesn't exactly come easy to me. Maybe if you'd had my life, you'd understand.
Edgy Chloe.
I got on this train with you.
She's very emo. Grungy teenager. Rawr. Awkward silence. I think there's supposed to be music. Oh, and there it is. Are you ready for some music we can't hear?
Hey, wanna
You
listen?
ready for this? How will this have consequences? Oh yeah, there is absolutely supposed to be music here. Bird! Boop. Let's go. We gonna go do other stuff
Full
now?
bracelet. I've had it, I guess, since I was a kid in Long Beach. It reminds me that there's more to experience out there than just Arcadia Bay. Maybe one day I'll go back to Long Beach. Or anywhere. Maybe sooner than... Me too. Arcadia Bay can suck a bag of dicks. Sometimes I feel like I've got no reason to stay. Don't be surprised, Chloe, if one day I'm just out of here. Let me know.
Would recommend finishing school first. Where are we
Where
going?
is here? Jump and find out. Did you say jump? Jump!
Whoop, let's go.
Fuck it.
Yeah, let's go. Randomly trust someone we met like yesterday while drunk. Nothing could go wrong here. This is such a bad idea. Huh. The bird is stuck. Oh, we're not stuck anymore. Yay! Good job, game. You didn't crash. I'm proud of you. We're just at a park. Okay. Cool. Woman under a tree. Why are we getting a close-up of a woman under a tree? It's a pretty random thing to just get a close-up on. Oh, I'm going to get in a lot of trouble with Joyce, aren't I? Am I winded? Statue, picnic tables. What are we doing here? Oh, we just have the thingies, the binoculars that almost never work. And you have to pay for them. I don't understand, like, touristy binocular things. I've never had one actually work for me. Maybe they just don't like me, but I can't get them to work.
This is when I learned in theater class. It's all about improvisation.
That one.
So far, what I've learned about you is that you're into acting, lying, and playing games. What's your point? That you're either full of imagination or full of shit. Let me know when you figure out which one. This game.
I'd say
spying on
both,
people from afar.
probably.
Luckily, we've got some high-tech surveillance equipment right here.
Very high
Let's fire it
tech.
up.
Yep, there's the struggle. Yep, uh-huh. There it goes.
That blows. Well, shit.
See, this is what we call a lack of forethought.
That was my last quarter. You... Quarterless. Damn. Hey, maybe I can MacGyver something up. I've been told I'm pretty handy.
Ooh.
Oh yeah?
Impress Rachel? Yes. I like this. Now what all can I graffiti around
Nobody
here?
wants to use this viewfinder. I'd love to get it working. Damn. That's an old tree. Wait, does this sign say butt rot?
Oak tree.
The lonely oak looks so lonely.
Guess even trees have outcasts.
Cool. It's a very pretty tree.
Damn, that's an old tree. Wait, does this sign say butt rot?
Uh,
Huh. Looks like I might be able to pry it open with the right tool.
cool.
Dwight Mueller really killed it with this statue of an explorer guy. Where are all my explorer ladies at, though? Probably at home, washing laundry and spitting out kids.
Fuck you, Dwight.
This Blackwell guy sure liked founding stuff that was already there. Founders keepers, I guess.
Founders keepers. I mean, she's not wrong.
I don't want to head down there just yet.
Yes, I do. I wouldn't be going that way otherwise.
Yuck. Cliche much, AW and BW?
Ooh, sit. A lot of people like carving stuff into that tree in particular.
Just a day.
Just a day in the park with Rachel Amber. How cool is this girl? Like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, Rachel Amber. It's really weird.
Probably take a black and white photograph and call it Innocence Lost or some shit.
I don't want to scare them. Aw, I feel bad.
Get out of here, woodland creatures. Have some self-respect.
And now there is more. Stare. Are they just gonna keep replacing each other? Oh, that's really funny. Yep. I can't make them go away.
I wonder if I could use this to get the quarter out. I wonder if I could use this to get the quarter out.
Potentially. I'm a little bit irritated that I can't graffiti anything here. I thought that I'd be able to do at least something, but no. Huh. Didn't look at you.
This whole day is out of order, but in the best possible way.
Really? Don't particularly just want to sit down again. Huh. How am I supposed to get this? Maybe? But I can't take it. How do I take it? Can I go to this thing? Haha, as a matter of fact,
Wait,
I can.
Is that the same AW as before? Not afraid of commitment, I see.
I've been saying sorry all morning. I knew it was really dumb to lock the keys in the car. You've been on me for 3 hours.
Totem pole.
Wow. That's badass.
Cool.
Yep, it's official. I'm learning way more ditching school than I ever do in class.
Bird's nest.
There's gotta be something freeing about being able to build your home wherever you are, from whatever is around you.
Oh, she's getting all philosophical on me. Oh no.
If you're going to argue in public, at least have the decency to make it about something interesting.
My hierarchy of needs goes pot, then beer, then wine. Still,
Wino has a classy ring to it.
Good for you, Chloe.
Hey, spare some change?
Sorry, we might have some leftover food when we're done.
What? No, I'm not. What kind of food?
This place has really gone downhill.
Shh. She's right there.
This guy's rather rude, isn't he?
What's worse than groveling for change? Groveling for change and failing.
Huh. I still just don't... What am I supposed to be getting to get that dedication plate? Huh. Nothing else there. I can only sit there. Talk to you? Speak?
I'm not getting in there with just my finger.
That is not what I was...
Reach over something I can use.
Come on. You.
I'm thinking about prying open that viewfinder. You got a knife on you? A knife? Yeah. My mom took mine. No. How about a nail file?
That works. Give. I need.
I guess you could stab someone with a nail file.
Probably hurt a lot.
Right. Sure, let's try it.
I see she isn't any different. Aw. He's Drew's brother. I feel kind of bad. Okay, let's go get that plate. Yeah! I can take it now! Yay. Don't litter! Chloe! For shame!
Stealing a dedication plate takes persistence.
Where'd the nail file go? I want to pick it up. Nope. Now I can use the freaking dedication plate to take off the thingy on the binocular viewfinder or whatever.
First got power, activate.
That was so enthusiastic, Chloe. Clearly you are so excited about this. Okay. Coin acquired. Now we can use the tourist doohickeys that almost never work.
I don't want to boast, so I'll let you do it for me.
Chloe Price, you are truly the viewfinder whisperer. I stand in awe of your powers.
Yes, I am so cool. That oak tree is very pretty. You are... Oh my god. She is literally smelling her that... Okay, on one hand, very weird. On the other hand, Chloe. Chloe, come on.
That's it. I do that in my head. Every class. See? You're a natural. Let's give it a try.
Ooh, grill. Boop.
Hey, what do you say we barbecue some squirrels when we're
Hey!
God, you just have the best ideas.
If you hurt a single squirrel, I will be very upset at you.
Alright. Let's see.
After this, wanna come home and listen to my Spotify playlist?
Is it the kind of listening where you have to get under the covers to really appreciate the music?
Yes, and
Ah.
really mess with the acoustics, so.
Okay. New statue.
They totally stole my 3rd grade art project.
Wow, you made that?
Can't you tell?
It does have a certain give zero fucks quality that I recognize.
I'm not sure if that was an insult or not.
Loving this guy. What's he thinking right now?
Oh, okay.
No matter how fast
'Cause I'm a
I go,
child.
I'll never outwalk this wedgie.
That's so tragic, but also beautiful in its own way.
I kind of love this. Their dynamic is very chaotic. I appreciate it.
What's going on with these two?
Child sacrifice.
And the Lord saideth, thou shalt make
Saideth.
a offering of
Oh.
thy firstborn son.
Ah.
Who are you talking to, Dad?
No one, son. Now, lean into the grill and see if the fire started. Further. Further.
Wow, that was dark.
I try.
Too dark?
Perfect dark.
Okay. Anything else?
This is fun. Who's next?
Oop. I have a feeling. Yep. Plot.
Sorry. Didn't mean to hug
I've
you,
been
but-
infested with plot. Oh no!
Jackpot. Commence makeout session in 3, 2, 1. You nailed
Okay.
it. Damn, they are
Yeah.
really going at it.
Why are all of your dialogue options so bad?
Whoa, honey. I think we used the vibrating bed for too long. I'm totally singing double. Rachel?
Oh, she is
Hey.
upset. What did I do?
What are we doing?
What did I do?
Excuse me?
Last I checked, you're supposed to be Chloe Price. Yet we've been ditching now for hours, and we haven't even gotten wasted yet. That's got to be against some school ditching rule.
What? What's going on? Let's be responsible for half a second.
I might still be hungover from last night.
Wrong answer. You don't ask a girl out and then...
I didn't ask anyone out. You brought me out here, and then you dragged me onto a train. And then you dragged me off a train. And now we're here. I see no part of this that is my fault.
They have a bottle of wine.
And we're gonna steal it.
Uh,
Okay.
Okay. Or we could go try to find a liquor store instead.
No.
For once,
You should
Chloe
bring
is the
alcohol
voice
to a
of
public
reason.
park if you're not willing
This
to
is
share it.
surely a moment that must go down in Arcadia history.
Fuck it. I just want to take something that's not mine.
You are a bad influence. Okay.
Can we help you? Oh my god.
What the heck is what?
Holy shit. Talk about committing to a performance. Better act back.
Wait. I swear if you hide it behind your back. Oh, I'm going to get so caught.
Oh, thank God. Please, this girl is in trouble.
How did they not notice I was going to take that? Oh.
I need to get these two to focus on Rachel so I can swipe the wine.
What are you waiting for? Go!
Don't look at me. Look at Baywatch over here. I don't remember how to do CPR. When? It's time to nut up or shut up.
Watch out. I'm going to check her pulse. That's on her neck, right?
I still think you should go with her. There's a ranger station on the other side of the park.
Good point. We'll keep watch while you go.
The other side of the park? What?
Look at all the time we've wasted already. This woman needs mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Stat.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Definitely needs mouth-to-mouth.
Okay. Okay. You can do this. I can't do it.
Pathetic.
Look, he's clearly useless. This woman needs help from someone who actually knows what they're doing. Hey, look at me. Do you want to be left in the car of life forever? Or are you ready to break in?
Oh, me listening in earlier, totally. Okay. Yeah. Silence? Okay. Blech.
Hey, wow. I'm all better now. You saved my life. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Yeah. Good work, everyone.
She is literally just hiding it behind her back. This girl has like 2 brain cells in her entire head and they're fighting for dominance. I can't. Okay. Come on! Can we at least wait until we're like not in the middle of a park? Fine.
Thanks.
Whatever. Okay.
I could use a drink after trying to keep up with you.
This is not healthy.
I am excessively sober. Right. Okay. Guess we're leaving now.
Yep. Just, you know, casually yoinked someone's wine. It's only the first chapter. There are so many crimes being committed in this game. Okay. Are you going home yet? I'm ready to go home now. Rachel, can we go home now? Hello? Squirrel.
Whoa. Hey, check this out. What?
Oh, it's the junkyard. Oh no, it's the start of Chloe's obsession with the junkyard. Oh no. Chloe, wait! Don't go in there! You'll never be able to leave! There is a tree in that car. And not even a Christmas tree.
Great. It's a pile of trash.
Yeah. An awesome pile of trash. Let's explore.
You have fun, Chloe. I'm gonna go sit. Rachel's been
She's
acting
very
like a
upset.
standoffish ever
And
since we
I
left
don't
the
know
bar.
why. What did I do?
What's her deal?
How have I upset you? Communication is important. Just don't be a jerk, please. Please, just don't be a jerk. Please don't be a jerk.
I'm not moody. I just need some space.
And she was
Is
a
that
jerk.
alright with you?
Why am I
Okay.
surprised? Come on, Chloe. Come on.
I thought we were having a great day together. Why are you acting like this all of a sudden?
I'm not acting like anything. I just want to be left alone right now.
Fine. I clicked caps lock.
I get it.
I know I'm not the easiest person to be around. I don't exactly have tons of experience with the whole...
Stop it with the victimizing! Stop it. I agree. Chloe, shut up for half a second.
I'm just saying, I understand. No, you really don't. Fuck!
You are,
I still have no idea what's going on with Rachel, but apparently she gets smashy when she's angry. I can work with that.
What? What?
Score.
Oh no. Okay.
Here, if you really want to smash something, this should do the trick.
Oh no. This is such a bad idea.
I asked you to leave me alone. Are you kidding me? I know you're the school princess and all, with the DA daddy and the perfect grades and all the perfect little Victoria Chases kissing your perfect ass, but seriously? Fuck you. Great. I'm leaving. See you around, Chloe. You can't leave! Watch me.
She's
Rachel,
kind of a jerk, honestly.
Don't go.
Like, she's just rude. Okay then.
Because I don't want to ruin this the way I ruined
Ruin what? She literally had you skip school. Nothing else has happened, really. Oh, come on. They can't do this to me. I can't not answer this way.
I mean, fuck. Are you actually going to make me say it? Say what? Exactly. You know, like a friendship. But more.
Like Girl in Red.
Ah. I know. Weird, right? It's just today was the best day I've had since my dad died. And when I almost ruined it just now, the way I ruin everything, it made me realize
Really, in this instance, you didn't ruin anything at all. She's just
whatever's
being
going
a
on
jerk.
between us is special.
Okay.
Come on, say something. Chloe, you know what? Forget it. This was really stupid. You're Rachel Amber, and I'm Chloe Price. It's not that. It's just hard right now. And I can't talk about it. Why not? Because I can't. I know it isn't fair.
That is such a non-answer. Okay.
Goodbye, Chloe.
I'm so confused. What is going on? What's her deal? Why do we have such an attachment to her? We've known her for like a cumulative 4 hours. I'm so incredibly confused.
Fuck this place.
Oh. Okay. Okay then. Let's look at our graffiti. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, so we missed those two. The next one is this. Things I can interact with. Ooh. Smash, 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 smash. Okay. I'm getting very expelled. Smash, 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 smash. Smash, 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 smash. I love that there's just... This is all I can do now. I am very upset. I can't run. This is terrible. Let's go break a mirror. What, 7 years of bad luck? Is that it? Okay. Violence. Okay. Whoop. Whoop. Am I just breaking everything? I'm saving the mannequin for last. Camera!
I've never understood your hard-on for cameras.
That was a really cool angle, though.
Pictures of us, and not one
I
of
like
them
floor
showed
shots a
me
lot.
leave
They're
when I
cool.
needed you most. Fuck cameras.
Alright, there's these two. Smash. Poor computer. Or, I guess that was just a monitor. It's just an old monitor. Very twitchy. Okay, that'd be fun. What else is around here? Just the toolbox.
If
Okay.
you want to rip a family apart from the inside, it's important to bring the proper tools.
Oh no! Emotions!
Fuck you, David.
Boop, off they go.
You know she's fake. You can't take your eyes off her. Who else do I know who fits that description?
Ooh!
Fuck off, Rachel.
There I go. Okay. Chloe is very upset. Whoop. But what happened? Did we find a dead body?
Dad.
What? What? Oh! Oh, is that her dad's car? Oh! Okay then. Alright. Okay. It is just very quiet. I feel like I shouldn't talk right now. Oh, it's a standard. Ew. We're just in a mood, huh? Okay. Okay then. This is just what we're doing now. Well then. That. Okay. Okay then. Oh, we're here again. Great.
Why are you crying, sweetheart?
Ah, crow.
Because
Or
you're not
raven?
real.
Think that was a raven.
I'm not.
What is going on?
Some weird things.
I guess I did that.
Yes.
Kiddo, look on the bright side, would ya?
This
What
is
bright side?
weird.
You made a new friend today.
Ah, there she is. Why are you wearing a tourist shirt for the town you live in?
I don't feel drunk.
That bottle is very broken either way.
A lover's quarrel, you might say? She nearly took your head off.
With a wine bottle. Yep, there she is again.
What do you care?
Sorry, sweetheart. I guess I'm getting into your personal business.
A little bit.
What's past is prologue and shit.
Sometimes people need you, though.
Pretty sure that's not how the saying goes, but okay. Are we picking you up?
Even when they don't admit it.
Or are you going to kill me? Or neither? Oh, and now she's on fire. Okay. And just does not care. Alright then.
Rachel.
Whoop. There we go. Oh, dead once again. Lovely. Did I fall asleep in the junkyard? I fell asleep in the junkyard. Okay. Not the best decision I've ever made. Are we going home yet? Yes, no, maybe. Are those bubbles? I can't tell what that is, but it looks like bubbles. Or, no, those might be dandelion puffs. They kind of look like bubbles, though, you have to admit. Okay, then. There is a lot of ravens in this game. Is Rachel supposed to be the raven? Because I know that Max was a deer? And I think that Chloe was the butterfly. So does that mean Rachel's the raven? Hello? How are we here again? How did I know where you were?
Okay. I'm glad. let the day end with whatever this afternoon was.
Chloe, I want to talk to you about something, but I don't know how to talk about it.
You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to.
You remember that guy that we saw under this tree with that woman?
The ones who were making out?
That was my dad.
Oh. Alright.
And that woman was definitely not my mom.
Oh!
Oh.
The worst part is, I'm not surprised. I felt like my dad had been lying about something for a while. I didn't know what it was. So when I saw he got a text from an unknown number asking him to meet, I thought I could catch him or something. Chloe, I love my dad. I love him. And I never want to see his fucking face again.
When my dad died, I was so mad at him. For months, I felt wrong because half the time I thought of him, I wanted to scream. And the other half, I forgot.
Forgot that anything had changed. It's silly that I've carried this photo around with me for years. It's from Mount Hood. My dad took me hiking there when I was 10. It started raining, and I fell and broke my arm 3 miles from the car. I remember screaming like I was going to die, but my dad, he carried me down there. I still remember the smell of his coat, and how calm he was, and the sound of his voice, and
oh, chat. I don't know which one. See, there should be a third option, which is ask, but there's not, and I don't know which one of these is better. She seemed to want space before, so I'm going to go with that one.
he was just so strong, you know? I felt safe.
You trusted him.
Completely.
Here.
Chloe, I owe you an apology.
Boop.
Hey, we were both kind of the queen of shitty.
No, I mean it. Whatever's going on between us, it's intense and new and awesome, and you had the courage to tell me that you feel it too. And I treated you like shit.
Courage? I don't know if I'd call it that. More like blind desperation. And maybe a slight buzz from that wine.
I just want you to know I'm lucky that you were with me today. You're a badass. You're nice.
Okay, this is a little bit inappropriate for the situation, but I am seriously impressed by the fact that none of her makeup is running.
You saw that?
And those skeevy
Not even the eyeshadow. It is on point. I am so jealous.
Only because you showed up at the last minute and...
And what about Drew? When he was picking on Nathan, you got right in his face and called him out.
Because he was a jerk.
Sweet,
Bullies suck.
See? You're the real thing, Chloe. I don't know anyone like you. Plus, you came along with me, no questions asked.
Well, I don't really need a good reason to ditch school.
I guess tomorrow they'll be held in.
Oh, yes.
My mom might skip grounding and just go straight to the death penalty. And my dad will definitely punish me with... I'm so sorry, Rachel. Fuck him. And I wouldn't give to leave this place and never look back. What's stopping us? Us? Are you serious? There's nothing keeping me here. Not anymore. So, if I came to you tomorrow and told you to pack your bags... I'm serious. Let's do it, Chloe. Let's leave this place forever. Okay.
I have a feeling something bad's going to happen. I have a terrible feeling something bad's going to happen. Chad, I know it's coming.
Can I borrow your lighter?
Oh no. This is not going to end well.
Thank you.
Okay, nothing terrible yet. Oh, we're gonna start a dumpster fire. Lovely, lovely. That caught really fast.
Come on.
Bad idea. No, why are you like this? Come on, please. Does she have wind powers? What? Oh, we just started a forest fire. Okay. Okay then. Rachel, why? Oh, she absolutely has wind powers. What the heck? Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go home. Seriously, how does her makeup not run? I want it. I want to know what brand she's using. I'm so jealous. Cannot see. I think before it was showing like smoke. Now it's showing smoke. Never mind. Ugh. David. That fire spread ridiculously fast. Wow. What you doing, Prescott? I feel kind of bad for Nathan. He looks lonely. Especially with at the end of the last game where we just found out that he had been horrifically manipulated by literally everyone. I feel like he needs a friend. Oh, it's you. I have no idea who you are. The game doesn't want me to know who she is. I think that's the end of the chapter though, right? Looks like it. Let's see how our choices measure up. Maybe? Okay. Who was mean to Joyce? I just want to talk. I swear, I just want to talk. Who was mean to Joyce? See, I see most people were right. I could do that? I didn't even notice. Oh, I guess that's only an action you can take if you take the money back here. Okay. Oh, I missed an interaction with him, I guess. Look at this! 98% to 2%. That's ridiculous. Okay. So I see everyone's a big Rachel fan here. Fair enough, fair enough. But that's the end of the chapter. Oh wait, no, here's the preview. I am scared. What did I steal? I am pretty sure I didn't steal anything. No. Episode menu. Okay, but that seems like a pretty good place to end the stream to me, chat. So follow, subscribe if you haven't already. It's completely free and it does help a lot. Go support your favorite channels. I'm sure they're lovely, and have a wonderful night yourselves. Bye bye.